It is time for the shark, the myth, the legend. Everybody loves him. Everybody uses him. Jeff. Hey, I like Jeff too. He's pretty cool. Healer-wise, yeah, effective. Fighter-wise, hard to kill. And God, he's just so darn cute, right? That's really the reason we play him. He's just so goddamn cute. So, like my other paintings, today I'm going to be doing a acrylic time-lapse again. It is, I wouldn't call it my preferred medium, but it is a nice medium because it dries so fast and colors are fairly cheap. And it just gives you room to experiment, right? Like if you're not caring about, geez, a $30 tube of oil paint and you have to buy 10 of them, you know, you're going to be a lot more experimentative about what you do and how you approach it. So, Jeff is my subject matter today, and who doesn't love Jeff? I use him, I see everybody else use him. He's definitely one of the most played characters, if not the most played character. And really, he's just a good character. And he's adorable. So, inspiration-wise, very, very high on the list. And I don't think I'd get away with not doing a Jeff, right? I think there's every other character I might be able to ignore, but Jeff is the one I gotta do. So, like usual, I'm just establishing all my colors. I'm working up from the darkest to the lightest. I chose the Great White skin for Jeff. Number one, because I like it. I think he looks great as a Great White, and he's a little bit more fierce because you know what it is. But I also did it because I know that I'm gonna do a blue background. He's an ocean guy, he's shark. I just feel I could do something very cutesy and very poppy and kind of like neon based, but I just wanted to do like a nice ocean looking background, and I know that if I did that, I could either go one of two ways. I could either do him blue and blend them so they almost look indifferent from each other, like they blend into each other, or I could just do it gray and then make him pop out from a very, very, very bright background. So I'm going with my second choice, and again, I like the Great White skin, so it gives me a reason to do it. Great White skin, blue background, and then we'll use like a really bright color, because his collar is a really bright color anyway. So when I play Jeff, I usually really focus on healing. I know that's, of course, the point of him because he's a healer. But as far as an aggressive player, he does damage, but he doesn't really like knock things out of the sky or one punches him. He's more of a chip guy, and I do like that he has a little bit of an AoE effect when it comes to his attacks. But as a healer, he is excellent. You can set up those bubbles in areas where you and your team are going to go to. You can prop a lot of them on like the little vehicle that you're escorting, so as it's going, the bubbles are popping all around it, so like where everybody's, going to be focused. So as a character, he's a great character. I love using him. The one thing I really wanted to accomplish on this painting is he's cute, right? He's got to be cute. I almost did like exaggerated eyes on him to make him almost look like a chibi-like character, but I kept it more how he's actually modeled, and I just really tried to make the eyes as cute as possible. In the game, they're kind of mute. They're kind of just a single color, and there's no real like pop to them. But you know, we're doing a painting, we might as well just do what we want. So I really wanted them to pop out. So that's why they're bright blue and lots of specular highlights on them to let you see the roundness of it. And he's gonna have a lot of highlights anyway because he's kind of a round, shiny type of character. So when doing a painting like this, I usually approach it from section to section. I like to get all my grays really established first, maybe a little bit of blending, fill in sections that are very different from each other because I don't, you know, I'm moving from color to color, so you might as well do everything in a set of color anyway, and it's just always easier for me to work like that. And I kind of decided to do what I'd call like an in-between style on this one. It's not exactly solid color, cel-shaded comic. There's a lot of lights and blends, and the colors are fairly realistic. But also, you got to know it's a Marvel character, so I love wrapping them in thick black lines to express the fact that, you know, it's still a comic book, it's still a character, even if it is done more realistic. Just a few black lines could give you that feeling of comic book. Kind of like when guys paint their cars to look like anime and they put those black streaks all over them, and instantly you think like, man, that feels like an anime. So I'm just trying to do the same kind of style for this. Somewhere in the middle. And like we talked about earlier, I'm just going for a very pretty, very artistic blue background. Being that he is mostly lighter tones and gray, and that's why we did that, you know, here's the reason to do a gray one, and I get to use all the blues I want just to make a very poppy, vibrant, make him stand out kind of a background. Again, just trying to get those eyes perfect, trying to get them marble-like, pretty, cutesy looking eyes. And in the end, I really, really enjoyed this painting, not just because he's cute and adorable and he's a cool character, but because I really enjoy drawing and painting animals. And this is just about the closest we're going to get in Marvel Rivals, I think. Groot would be fun because of the textures and because he's such a weird character, and a lot of the other characters have like really crazy features, but I really enjoy animals, so Jeff was like close to my heart kind of a character, just because he's something I really enjoy drawing and painting. And like all great whites, he's got to have nicks and marks and little scratches from all the things that he eats and the things that kind of fight back. But he's getting real close. I did feel like I had to change up the look of the collar a little bit. I wasn't in love with like the shapes that they chose for the collar. Kind of weird runes, and I know that they're Nordic runes, and I don't know why they exactly chose those ones. So I just switched it up just for personal preference. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching again, and I still have a few more of these coming out, so if you like what I'm doing, stick around and you'll get to see a few more. Thanks again.